KT7 up here. Today, I will share how I would build Addison Rae if she was released in JP. From looking at her kit, I must say, it is very impressive. She can easily reach 100% spirit penetration and almost 100% magic resistance penetration. Not to mention her courage plus ignore sure hit for teammates buff. She will work great with Sweetheart Miranda. Her banner should arrive in Global next week. I am almost finished with her 140 showcase video. Subscribe if you want to see how she performs in auto PvP settings. I will not go over her full kit, as all the details are currently available in-game. Instead, I will just go over my equipment, trust stones, espers, and a few team comps. When I saw her courage buff, I was very curious about how the buffing order will be. I thought it could be difficult to control. After seeing her in action, I came up with a theory on how to control her AI. I will share it in a little bit. Okay, let's get started on Addison. First, her equipment recommendations. My top choices are the Cobalt Glove for 20 magic penetration, Silver Rimmed Spectacles for 20 spirit penetration, and a high agility TMR. She is a great candidate for Vika's Berserk Earring. Any combinations of the equipments listed here will be good for her. As for espers, Bahamut is the #1 choice. Valifer and Dark Ramu will also be very good. Typhoon is a bit slower, but has some good slash attack up to go with her Blade Soul attacks. For her trust stones, I would go with Vital on the defense side. Her innate HP is pretty high, she can take advantage of the set bonus. The abilities are HP and luck up. Then silence resistance and strike resistance. And elemental resistances depending on the meta. On the offense side, I would go with the agility set. With the equipments showing at the bottom, my choice for the abilities are Acquired AP up and Magic up. Magic attack up and light attack up. Then crit chance up and crit damage up. If you are running Blade Soul, you can replace crit damage with slash attack up. But I still like the crit damage more. Next, I would like to take some time to go over her buffing order. On turn 1 she would use the Barrier Bop Group buff. She will not reapply it until her damage barrier is gone. Then on turn 2, she will use Soul Regram onto either the closest teammate or the unit with hate if they are in range. Then on turn 3, she will cast the Soul Regram again on the other teammate. And if there are no enemy, she will cast it on herself. This could be problematic if you are relying on her to cast this buff onto both teammates for the ignore sure hit. I will go over my theory on how to get around her AI in my Evasion team section. Now let's see some teams. The first team comp I have prepared is I think the best team with Addison. Winged Stern and Engelbert. She is on her Brave Soul sub. Equipping the Cosmetic Magi and Blade Soul lore support abilities for maximum damage. And Switch Step as the reaction ability. Since Engelbert will use Courage on turn 1 and move forward, she will not cast Soul Regram on him. Instead, she will cast it on Stern, so he will have both Courage and Re-Raise. The vision cards on Addison are regular Bahamut as main for single target resistance and magic up. Valifer as sub for 18 magic resistance penetration. On Winged Stern, we have the Rob card for attack and slash penetration, and FF14 card for even more slash pen. On Engelbert, he has the Dark Bahamut as main for AoE resistance, slash attack and acquired AP up. And the Ramza card as a sub for 8% agility. In this build, Addison has 78% magic resistance penetration and 100% spirit penetration. It is that easy. Warrior of Light will work the same as Engelbert, if not better. He will have courage and heal back 2 times. But Addison would hang around in the back for 1 extra turn. The next team is the full-on magic team. The equipments, sub-jobs and abilities are the same. I have Sakura and Engelbert as her teammates. Sakura has the zombie mask for both Re-Raise and Courage. The vision cards I have here are Bahamut as main on Addison. Smite the Dark is sub for some crit damage, strike resistance, and luck for the party. On Sakura, she has the Valifer card for 35 magic attack resistance penetration as main. and Trousseau for 35 magic attack up and reduce casting time for herself. Engelbert has the Jaden VC for AoE resistance and Ramses card for agility. In this setup, Addison has 95 magic resistance penetration and 100 spirit penetration. Only thing that can stop her is light resistance, which Sweetheart Miranda and Lucio can both help her with. Next is the Evasion team with Locke and Elena. Her VC supports both of them. I think this is what the developer want the players to run. Let's go straight to the VCs. Addison has Bahamut as main and her own VC as a sub for the additional magic and reaction block rate. On Locke is the standard evasion setup with Rob's card as main and Secret of the Heart as sub for evasion and luck. Elena has her own card as main for 35% luck and Shiva as a sub for 10 additional evasion. In this team, Addison would have 60 magic resistance penetration and 100 spirit pen. In my opinion, this isn't the best Addison team. To cast the Ignore Sure Hit plus Courage buff onto both teammates could be hard to pull off without turning off her group buff. There is a possible way to get around that. Unlike my other unit reviews, I haven't tested out this unit so I could be wrong. But the way that it could work would be giving both teammates a group buff and putting the bow tie on Addison. It will lower her movement by 1 for 3 turns, put her hate at -2. I have a sample lineup on the upper right hand corner. Addison has to be in the middle. The ideal buffing order would be Locke go over to Addison for the luck buff. Then Elena with her courage buff turned off, walks toward the middle to cast Stella Maris on the 2 teammates. Then Addison group buff and walks up. On turn 2, Locke will buff Elena's luck. Then Elena uses zombie mask and move forward. Then Addison casts courage on Elena. On the 3rd turn, all units move forward, and Addison will cast courage on Locke. However, this setup is highly dependent of the map. Let me know if it works if you can try it, or if you have different idea on how it could work. The last team I have for today is the free units team with Lucio and Bartz. Bartz will be another free 100 cost light units from the FF5 collab. He is super powerful and somewhat OP with his follow-up attacks for teammates. I will do a full review and showcase for him before he arrives. Subscribe if you want to see how I build him. The Vision cards are a mixture of the previous teams. Her penetrations are 60 to magic and 100 to spirit. Lucio's LB can lower enemies' light resistance, which will play very well with Addison. That is the only thing that can possibly stop her. This team will do some serious damage. I think it is pretty cool that we can build a decent team with all free units. Even without the premium Vision cards, this team will still work. Finally, I will show her Vision card and some units that can benefit from it. I think her VC is a very good offensive card, especially with the Vision ability. For Addison, the AoE resistance up 10 is great, as she can get caught by an AoE when moving behind the tank. And magic up 20% will put her at close to 2k magic. With her high penetrations, she will do some crazy damage. So what do I think about the Addison Rae unit? I think she is a top tier magic damage dealer, and a preemptive counter to Raph. Raph is very good against physical attacks but weaker against magic. She can get up to a very good light resistance level, however Addison has such high damage, she will give Raph a run for her money. I would recommend everyone to build her. Her kit is very good without a doubt. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.